up on imaginary problems. You gotta focus on what's real, man.
Hey guys, it's Ted Carr, Fruit Living on YouTube. Just got back from the Woodstock Fruit Festival. It was my 5th or 6th year there. Absolutely loved it, had a great time. I've been a raw vegan fruitarian for 7 years now, and I'm currently in New York City with a bunch of other raw vegan fruitarians having a fantastic time. It's so great being around other like minds, and just booked my plane ticket for Hawaii, so I'll be heading to the big island of Hawaii next week. Why raw vegan? Why fruitarian? I love to do things that make sense. I do not like to be a hypocrite. I don't like to say like this is the best, but I'm going to do this, or I don't like to say I don't like to not set a good example for people. I love setting good examples for people. I think the best way to teach others is to simply live by example. And so for me to say like fruitarianism or raw veganism is the best thing to do, but then to not actually practice that myself is completely hypocritical. And I wouldn't want to raise my children like that. I wouldn't want to be around other people and be a hypocrite like that. So I just love living in line with nature's design. And when I eat from the vine, I feel divine every time. And when I eat like sweet, raw, fresh, living, juicy fruits, whether it's the grapes or the mangoes or the papayas or the bananas or the guanabanas, whatever fresh, local, sweet, juicy fruit there is, I feel so good. I feel so good. And whenever I stray from that path, whenever I eat something lifeless, I feel the dip in energy. I feel the dip in vitality. I feel like I'm on a lower vibration. And when I'm eating super high vibrational foods, I experience super high vibrational moods. My moods are always in alignment with the food I eat, and I just love to be in a great mood all the time. I love to eat great food all the time. So it just makes sense. It just makes sense to eat the foods that I was designed to eat as a human being, as an animal on planet Earth. All animals on planet Earth eat raw foods. And as an animal on planet Earth myself, I want to eat raw foods because I was designed for it. And when you do what you're designed to do, you just feel so good doing it. You feel so good doing it. We're designed to sleep. We're designed to take peas and go poo, and we're designed to, drink water and eat raw foods. And when we do these things, we feel so good. And when we don't sleep, we feel like crap. When we don't go to the washroom and hold it in, we feel like crap. When we don't move our bodies, we feel like crap. When we don't eat raw foods, we feel like crap. So it just comes down to doing what nature has intended us to do. And that is eat fresh, raw, living foods. Why veganism? Veganism because it makes sense. When you put an apple in the crib with the baby, and you put a rabbit in a crib with the baby, or a baby cow in a crib with the baby, or a baby chicken in a crib with the baby's gonna go for the apple every time. Innately, instinctively, intuitively, the baby will eat the apple, eat the plant food every time over the animal. In fact, the baby will want to play and befriend the animal. The baby wants to be friends with the animal, not kill it. Not kill it. And in fact, if you put a dead chicken or a dead cow in the crib with the baby, you'd probably end up going to jail. You'd probably end up going to jail. People would come over and say, hey, this is child abuse. You're putting dead animals in the crib with your child. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But you'd never go to jail for feeding your child a banana, never go to jail for feeding your child a carrot or an apple or something, because plant foods make sense for human beings. Dead animals do not. If you're driving down the road and you saw a dead animal, like a dead deer on the side of the road, you'd be like, oh my God, that's disgusting. And you maybe drive by, or maybe like push the deer off the side of the road, like just to get it out of the way. But you'd never think like, oh my God, dinner, we can eat tonight, a dead deer. That's just completely disgusting for most people. And yet, if you drove past a mango tree, you'd say, stop, let's get out and eat all these mangoes. It's intuitive, it's instinctive, it's what we're designed to eat. We're designed to eat plants. Our whole lives, like when we see a deer going through the woods, through the meadow or something, we just stand and gaze at it. Or there's something called bird watchers. People just sit and they watch birds all day. They're just fascinated but looking at animals. But never do we like drive past a cow pasture and want to get out and eat the cow. We don't salivate at the thought of a cow. We don't salivate at the sight of a deer. We don't want to like chase after a bird like the way a cat chases after a bird. You know, when a cat sees a bird, the cat goes after it. It can't help itself. And humans, when we see a beautiful bird, we can't help ourselves either, but we can't help ourselves to look at it and admire it and just stare at it and think like, wow, what a beautiful bird. We just want to admire it, not actually eat it. That's just nasty. That's gross. So I think a lot of people who aren't vegan now, it's because there's this big disconnect and they can't actually see through the slaughterhouse walls. I believe if slaughterhouses had glass walls, everyone would be vegan, which is why I went vegan as soon as I saw Earthlings. As soon as I watched the movie Earthlings, I went vegan. Because for the first time in my life, I could see through the slaughterhouse walls. I could see the cows, I could see the pigs, I could see the chickens getting slaughtered and mutilated. And I was like, I don't want any part of that. That's just effed up, man. I don't want any part of that. So it was a quick, easy transition for me going vegan after I saw that. I now do the exercise that most excites me. When I want to run, I'll run. When I want to swim, I'll swim. When I want to bike, I'll bike. When I want to do acro yoga, I'll do some acro yoga. When I want to do some squats or push-ups or go to the gym and lift heavy, I'll do that. And oftentimes that's every single day because I have so much dang energy from eating a raw food, raw vegan, fruitarian diet. It's just, you can't help yourself. It's not like saying like, oh, like I should go exercise because it's healthy. It's like I just have to exercise because I have so much extra energy, and if I don't use it on exercise, I could be up all night long. So it's like, it just feels so good to exercise. It feels so good to walk. It feels so good to run. It feels so good to play and climb and swing around and swim. And when you exert yourself, man, it's a very primitive feeling. It's almost like when you exert yourself really, really hard and then stop and breathe for a bit, it's almost like you just survived like a tiger attack or a lion attack or a bear attack or something. Your body doesn't really know the difference. Your body just knows that, hey, we just pushed really, really hard and we're still alive. It starts sending out really good feel-good hormones. You're like, yes, like it feels good to be alive. So I think exercise is a great way of just feeling more alive, feeling more of what a human being should feel like. And I don't recommend exercising for weight loss. I don't recommend exercising to cure depression. But the fact is, when you do exercise, you will likely be much, much happier and have less experience of depression. You will also be much more likely to lose weight and to be at your ideal body weight, especially when you combine exercise with a raw vegan fruitarian diet or even just a vegan diet. You'll feel so much better. So I don't think exercise is something you should do. It's something that you will do once you start having more health and vitality flow through your body. I'm passionate about feeling really, really good. I'm passionate about emotions. I'm passionate about connections. I'm passionate about relationships. I'm passionate about community. I'm passionate about creative expression. I'm passionate about like just finding that genius within yourself and just calming down to the point where you're connected, so connected with source that just beautiful ideas come to you and hunches come to you. And they don't just come to you and you write it down on a to-do list. Like an idea will come to you and it's so exciting, so exhilarating that it makes you jump out of bed and go take action on it. I'm excited about just tapping into that genius that we all have and just doing whatever we're designed to do in the moment, whatever we feel most called to do in the moment. And for me, what that looks like most is like either in meditation, I'll come up with fantastic ideas. I'm passionate about meditating and calming down. I'm passionate about brainstorming with other people. I love living in households with other raw vegans and just bouncing ideas back and forth off each other. I love collaborating. I love working on projects. I really think like life is like a bicycle, and like you gotta keep pedaling. You gotta keep moving forward, because if you stop and if you have no target, you don't know where you're going, you just stop riding the bicycle, you're gonna topple right over. So I'm passionate about seeing progress and setting goals in the future, self-empowerment, self-improvement, self-development. These are the things I'm very, very passionate about. I'm passionate about living your ideal dream life and never settling for anything less than the best, man. I really believe that, yeah, if you shoot for the stars, shoot for the moon, shoot for anything way up there beyond what we can see right now, even if you don't make it there, you'll at least land among the stars, you know? You'll be among the greats. Just, yeah, man, I'm passionate about doing what other people don't do. I'm passionate about when other people are zigging, I want to zag. I love zagging when they're zigging. I'm passionate about being the black sheep. I'm passionate about just doing what I know is right, regardless of whether or not anyone else sees that. That's huge in my life. And I'm passionate about sharing that with others, because I feel like if you're not expressing something, then you're suppressing. And suppression can turn to depression, and depression can turn to disease, and disease can turn into disintegration. So it's all about stopping that downward spiral by continuously expressing yourself creatively and physically, emotionally, spiritually, in whatever way you feel most called to do in the moment. Polyamory is two words in one. Poly meaning many, and amory meaning love. And polyamory is a way of, being polyamorous is a way of engaging in relationships with others. It could be intimate relationships, it could just be friendly relationships, but more often than not, polyamory is used to describe the way you engage in, or the way you have intimate relationships. And it basically says, hey, like, I'm gonna be completely honest, like as much as I love you, or as much as I love you, I'm also capable of loving you, and you as well. It's just acknowledging the fact that our heart is not a box that doesn't fill up, where we can love and really love more than one person at one time in many different ways. you never love two people in the exact same way. You know, you love your mom differently than you love your dad. You love your grandma differently than you love your grandpa. You love your dog differently than you love your cat. You love your brother differently than you love your sister. And it just so happens that, yeah, okay, you might not be intimate with, you're probably not intimate with any of those people I just listed, your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa. But you could be intimate with other people. You could be intimate with your really close friends, with your lovers. And it's okay to be intimate with more than one person at one time, I believe. And that's the whole take on polyamory. At the same time, it doesn't mean you're going to go sleeping with all these people. I've slept with very, very, very few people in my entire life because I'm very, very selective about who I engage with. Very, very selective about, you know, finding that one person. And when I say that one person, I mean that one person who can make me feel that one way. Or not make me feel that way, but I'm passionate about finding that one person who I feel that one special way around. And there are many people who can be that person for me. So one person can make me feel very smart. Another person can make me feel very funny. Another person can not make me feel, but another person I feel very fit around. Another person I feel very happy around. Another person I feel very smart around. Another person I feel very important around. And I feel differently around different people. I don't feel the same way around my mom as I feel around my dad. I don't feel the same way around Rainey as I feel around his wife Anna. I don't feel the same way around Wayne downstairs as I feel around Elise. Like, different people I feel different ways around. So with polyamory, it's just allowing yourself to also take it to the next level. And if you happen to want to get intimate with a certain girl or a certain guy, you let yourself do that. But at the same time, you're completely honest with everyone that you're in a relationship with. You're saying, hey, X, I'm also friends with Y, and hey, B, I'm also friends with A, and I just happen to be intimate with C. And it's just being completely honest and being transparent about your feelings and emotions and current relationship status with different people, rather than like hiding it and saying, like, if someone asks you, like, hey, do you think she's gorgeous? Like, if your girlfriend asked you if you're gorgeous, most guys would say, like, oh no, she's not gorgeous, you're the only gorgeous girl. But really, like, the guy, it's psycho to have to lie like that. So I just would rather say, yeah, she is beautiful. Do you think she's beautiful as well? Or, yeah, she's beautiful, and you're also beautiful. Like, whatever. It's just being honest and not hiding anything. So 3 great tips for improving your mental and physical health would be, the first tip has got to be to just, right where you are, take advantage of where you're at right now, and don't think like you need to be somewhere else or you need to wait for another time to start. You can literally start as you're watching this video right now and just start saying in your head the words, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and think of certain things around you that you're actually thankful for. And the more you say thank you, thank you, thank you, and the more you feel that gratitude, the more all of a sudden everything around you becomes something to be grateful for. So that's tip number 1, is just take advantage of where you're at now and just get grateful. You can honestly and quite literally set a timer for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Do it for 2 and say, I'm going to say thank you for 2 minutes nonstop. And notice how you feel before, and how you start feeling during, and how you definitely feel much happier after those 2 minutes go by. So that's tip number 1, just get grateful and take advantage of being where you're at right now. Don't think you need to be anywhere else. The second tip would be, start going to bed before you're tired. Don't wait till you're in the red zone. Don't wait to say like, oh, I'm tired, I should go to bed. Just get into bed with that extra energy reserve, and just notice how much better, like how much way better you feel when you wake up the next morning. There's a big difference between going to bed super tired and going to bed like when you're still fresh. You're going to wake up with just, your hormones are going to be so much more evenly balanced, your emotions are going to be much more poised, and when your emotions are poised, like you're able to control your mentality so much more. And when you can control your mind, you're able to control your life. If you can't control your mind, you're not going to be able to control your life. If your mind is chaotic, your emotions are going like a roller coaster, your life is going to be a roller coaster, man. Our physical reality around us is really a reflection of our emotions. So just prioritize good emotions. Nothing is more important than you feeling good. That's huge. Realize that. Nothing is more important than you feeling good. So that's tip number 2, is prioritize your emotions. And one great way to do that is, yeah, start with the thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank yous. But the other one is to get to bed before you're actually tired. Start prioritizing good sleep, and by doing so, you'll be prioritizing good emotions. Tip number 3, guys, the third tip right here, will be to get clear. Find clarity on what it is you actually enjoy doing, what it is you're actually really good at, and then how you want to combine those 2 things, and what sort of project do you want to work on, what sort of life do you want to lead, what sort of career do you want to dedicate yourself to. So if you're really passionate about, let's say, having conversations with other people one-on-one, if that's something you just really love to do, and you also happen to be good at making videos, so you're really good at making videos and you're really passionate about speaking to people, combine the two. Make videos of you speaking with people. That is just genius, really. Like, you're so good at making videos and you very much enjoy speaking with people, and you probably also enjoy making videos, that's why you're good at it. If you combine what you're really, really good at with something you really, really love, you're able to take it to like that absolute next level. When you become really, really good at something, you rise to the top, and when you're at the top in any field, you're going to be worth a lot. Not just financially worth a lot, but just important-wise. Like, people are going to find you to be a very important person in their life. So that's huge. Find out what you love, find out what you're good at, and just do those things. Write a list down. And in fact, even get clear on the things you suck at and the things you hate, and just intentionally just avoid those things. So if you suck at, like, let's say cleaning up, or if you suck at building things with your hands, like a hammer and nails or something, and you suck at like cleaning dishes and stuff, just like delegate that stuff. Anytime someone says, oh, like could you help with the dishes or something, just think, oh, maybe I'm gonna hire a maid. Or if someone's like, oh, could you come help me build my cabin or help me build a boat or something, be like, no, sorry, like I've just got better things to do. But how about I could interview you perhaps, and we could have an interview about the house that you're building, you know? Just work on your strengths, focus on your strengths, and completely ignore your weaknesses. Delegate your weaknesses off. Easy way to remember that is to double down on your strengths, and delegate your weaknesses. That is so key, guys. That is so key. And when you're always doing what you love, when you're always doing what you're good at, you're going to be of value. You're going to be of value to not just yourself, not just your own life, not just to your partner, your family, but to the whole world. When we all do what we love, when we all do what we're really good at, we're benefiting the entire planet. So that's absolutely key, guys. Just find out what you're good at, find out what you suck at, stop doing what you suck at, and only doing what you're good at. That's gonna make you feel so, so much better. And then when you're feeling really good from the early nights, when you're feeling really good from the gratitude, when you're feeling really good from only doing what you love, the mental state's gonna be there. You're gonna be on point. And when your mental state's on point, it's gonna manifest in the physical as well. Physically, you're gonna be so much more fitter. You're gonna feel like moving with your body. You're not gonna be able to help but move your body in any way, shape, or form that you wish. But when you're feeling good upstairs, man, the whole rest of your body is taken care of as well. You can find me on Snapchat at Ted Carr. You can find me on Instagram at Fruitarian. You can find me on YouTube at Fruit Living, and you can find me on planet Earth, somewhere, someplace, some way, shape, or form, for some reason. If you ever see me, come up, give me a hug. Let me know where you met me. Let me know where you first saw me. And yeah, I'd love to see you at a festival perhaps in the future, or anywhere really on planet Earth. Maybe in 20 years I'll be on Mars, so you might see me on Mars in 20 years.